Hey, what's up everyone? Big D here. It's time to review Better Call Saul Season 1, Episode 3, titled Nacho. This is a spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, go to amc.com/Better Call Saul. Watch the full episode there, guys. Come back. Let's talk about it. Should take me less than a minute just to recap the episode, give you my opinions and pros and cons, and give you my final score at the end. Also, I review another AMC show, which is The Walking Dead. You guys can check that out on my channel, and I'll be reviewing a command sometime this week, catching up on that. So let's get started, man. Holy crap. I believe we open up with a flashback around where Jimmy's brother was still a lawyer and everything. He was outside unafraid by like phones and everything. So Jimmy's in prison, basically. He kind of has like hair like mine where it's just long in the back. You can tell it's a wig. Obviously Bob and Kirk wearing like an extension and everything. And he was just in prison, and he's like, "It's been 5 or 6 years since you've talked to me, Jimmy. You know, what's going on, Jimmy?" All that. So now we're back in present day where he's going to warn the Kettlemen. It took him like 20 minutes just to warn them, calling them. The Kettlemen are also the people he tried to get those two skaters to, you know, scam the second episode around that time. And that was just amazing how he's just trying to warn them because Nacho's going to go after them. Of course, he runs into Mike. "Screw you, geezer." That was pretty funny. The Kettlemans disappeared, and their home was totally wrecked, so people think that they were killed or kidnapped or murdered. So he keeps calling Nacho. That was like a 10-minute scene where he was just at a payphone. That's what I like. That's what I really excuse me, the road. That's what I really love about Vince Gilligan and how he did Breaking Bad and how he's doing Better Call Saul is that he doesn't. He does his scenes not slow at points. There are some slow stuff, and I'll get to that, but he does it where he's not in a rush at points where he can literally film Bob Odenkirk again, like last week, pleading for his life 15 minutes straight in the desert, pleading for his life, and it's entertaining. There can only be 2-3 scenes out of a whole hour of an episode, and it's a freaking amazing episode. That's just how good Vince Gilligan is, and Bob Odenkirk. So, he is tackled by the cops. Nacho is in custody, and then he becomes a lawyer, obviously, for Nacho. So, Nacho's like, "Get me out." And basically, he's saying, if you don't get me out, it's going to be bad for you. So, Jimmy comes up with an idea, which is true, where the Kettlemen probably staged their kidnapping, and they probably kidnapped themselves, so he tells Kim the truth, which is this other lawyer person saying, like, "Hey, I tried to warn them and everything, Nacho, all this, blah, blah, blah." And I quote, "Nobody wants to leave home." Also, another quote, "I'm no hero." So Mike believes Jimmy because like they were going to do some legal action for fighting, and basically he was just like, "I believe you." Stickers all the time. Love it. Anyway, he ends up finding the Kettlemen at the end, and I love how they're just in the woods, and he's just like, "Here's Johnny." And I feel like the Kettlemans are psychopaths, and their kids are like, "Can we just go home?" And they're like, "Alright, the itsy bitsy spot." It's just like, holy crap, they're so weird, man. Anyway, let's get to it. I'll start with my cons first, and then get to the pros. First off, it is a slow episode. Now, it's not boring, but there are slow parts to it where you're kind of like, you know, I can honestly say episode 2 is my favorite so far. Episode 2, which is Mijo. That's the best episode of Better Call Saul so far. This is probably my second favorite other than the premiere. The premiere was good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. And there's not much Nacho. For an episode called Nacho with the character Nacho, he's not really in it that much when you think about it. You think he'd be a big part of the episode, like a huge 80% part, and he really wasn't. Thought we'd get to learn a little bit more about him, but no. And the way he finds the Kettleman, I'm just like, he goes to the house, and he's just a lawyer. He's not even a detective or anything, and he's smarter than the officers. That's what I don't get. And also, he finds them. It took him like, who knows, 2-3 hours to find the Kettleman in the woods. He walked. It looks like there was a drought in it. That's a long walk just to find people, and you were lucky to find them. So I'm kind of like, how did he possibly find them? Just questioning reality here. Other than that, the pros. By the way, I just love the intro. It seems that every episode there's a different intro, like a different background, and it says Better Call Saul. I love the opening, how Jimmy's in prison. I think that was a great opener to like wow us with. The whole set pieces. I love everywhere he goes. The set pieces are beautifully done. The camera angles, the way it's all filmed and shot, perfectly done. Mike is freaking funny, and stickers. I'm always gonna love that. Also, it's a funny episode. There are funny scenes in this, and there's also intense scenes in this. The whole searching thing, though, I'm still gonna. I'll give a little pro and con to that. The acting's always great. There's nothing wrong with the acting. It was great to see Chuck outside of, because Chuck was totally different from the Chuck in present day. And I wrote warning and waiting. I don't know what that was about though. Oh yeah, the whole warning when he was warning the Kettlemans. I think that was perfectly well written. You did the sex robot voice again, and also the waiting just in front of the payphones were freaking. That was masterpiece right there, man. So overall, I'm impressed by this episode, but again, episode 2, Mijo, is still my favorite episode out of all. I'm gonna end up giving this episode a B+. It's enjoyable, it's fun, it has its slow moments, and you kind of question why ain't Nacho there? Why did a lawyer find the Kettleman and the actual cops and detectives and the smarter one did not find them? Who knows? Bad writing? No. Not Vince Gilligan. They're great. Anyway, so B+, man, secondarily B-. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week for another episode of Better Call Saul, which is titled Hero. I'm no hero. You are, Jimmy. It's all good, man. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what was your favorite part of Better Call Saul and what do you want to see in the future. And, hey, Better Call Saul. Spoppy with you always. I'll be reviewing The Flash up next. Stay tuned.